It's Thursday night. It is 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and it is time for Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show live all across the World Wide Web on Facebook and on YouTube. And if you're watching us on the Facebook channel tonight, do us a great big favor. Reach over and hit the like button, hit the share button. Let everybody know you're a fan of Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. Let our broadcast on your page. Don't forget Dirt Road Sports Show, Dirt Road Sports YouTube channel. You can watch it on the big screen there in your television, or you can go back and watch all of the archived episodes for the past 4 years. Everything is on there, and you can watch it. You can have one of those things. What do they call them when you binge watch? Like instead of binge watching Netflix, you can binge watch Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show on the weekends. But hey, regardless of what you're going to do, we welcome you tonight to our show. It is Thursday night. It is November the 21st, 2024, and we are ecstatic that you have invited us into wherever you are tonight to watch Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show live and in color. And ladies and gentlemen, coming live all across the great United States of America and in foreign countries where it's legal and illegal for us to broadcast. Broadcasting tonight from our studios in Enterprise, Georgia, our studios in Thompsontown, Georgia, our studio at 100% Flamingo Boulevard, Georgia, and our studio at turn number 3 at the Old Rocket Speedway in Dothan, Alabama. Live all across the planet, all 57 states, 5 foreign countries, 4 sunken islands. And since day one, loud, proud, and bold in the great state of Baker County, Georgia, a great big salute to all of our viewers and fine friends and family from up in Baker County, Georgia. And ladies and gentlemen, we want you to know that right now it's time for the truth and nothing but the truth. You will only hear things right here on Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show that you will hear on no other news outlet, no other major television network, no other streaming service, but you will hear it right here on Charlie Platt and the Sports Show. But let me give you our caveat. You need to be reminded of this because we don't want you to be caught off guard and, be like riding a horse in midstream and then all of a sudden we say something and it gets your blood pressure up. So let me remind you, we subscribe to truth and nothing but the truth, common sense approach to life, and Judeo-Christian principles and conservative ideology. So if that fits your mantra, then you are at the right place. Do not turn it. Don't mess with the antenna. Don't change the channel. You are at the right place in the right time. But if you are totally opposite of that, you need to go on and get away. You need to just go on and get away because all it's going to do is jack your blood pressure up. It's going to cause you to have withdrawal from SBC and being able to see Nancy Pelosi and Al Sharpton and all that crew. So just go ahead and turn us if that is not your if that is not what you subscribe to. Boys, I got to tell you something. This is the first time in 4 years we've made history tonight. Our sponsor wanted back on tonight.
All right.
Surely not.
Yes.
For 2 weeks running, ladies and gentlemen, this is a historical moment for Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. This is the first time we've ever had 2 weeks running the same big screen sponsor. Cletus's do-it-yourself at-home burn barrel crematoriums, $99 each, or 3 low payments of $33.99 with free shipping, and that is found in Clio, Alabama. And ladies and gentlemen, I need to make this clear to you. Last week, I thought Cletus pulled out the big one. He gave a free small bundle of lighter knots with each purchase. Cletus has put that to shame. This week and this week alone, if you mention Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show special, when you call Cletus or go by and see him, you buy your burn barrel, he is going to throw in a free weenie roasting stick with each purchase.
Man.
Bob, let me ask you a question. What about, I know, put the phone down back up there and let me ask you a question.
If you can't, okay, the burn back. See the hubcap down there is catching all the ashes. Rick got to get him to throw in a free hubcap too. So
Hey,
you can catch Uncle Willie Frank's ashes.
but listen, where else in the world can you get ashes from Uncle Willie Fred and be able to have a weenie roast and marshmallow roast all at the same time?
That's right.
Woo.
Now, are you having that weenie roast while you roasting? Your loved
Willie
one.
Fred.
Yeah, that's what I want to
How
know.
did that work?
Yeah.
I don't know about all that now. I didn't. Cletus and I did not discuss that in depth into it.
Okay.
Hey, man, I'm just proud to have Cletus 2 weeks running, being on the beach.
Yeah. That's a first. Sure is.
So I'm supposing he sold a bunch of barrels out of last week's
I
show.
would think so.
Quizzle, he had to make another run to southwestern Mississippi and reload and get them all, done up.
Man.
First time ever he had a sellout, had to get restocked.
Man.
That's why he had to do something different. There ain't no more lighter knots in all of Henry and Barber County. Yeah,
They're gone.
he had to come up with the weenie roasted stick and throw in as the hook there on that. So hey, listen, y'all go there and give Cletus a little bit of love. Listen, I understand the $99 all at one time. That's why you break it down into 3 easy payments of $33.99. Do it on your credit or your debit card, or you can go by there and take the cash to him every month.
Is the 99 cents each month the interest charge?
Well, it's 99 cents. Well, he doesn't call it an interest charge. He calls it a handling fee. He don't.
Okay.
Interest. You get into all the banking principalities.
I know
all of that, and the usuries
So
and all.
What they call it, a docking fee. It's a docking
Yes,
fee.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A
99
buyer's
cents.
premium.
Get them selling and buying. Get them both ways.
Anyway, I just want to encourage all of our viewers out there. Y'all show some love over in Clio, Alabama to Cletus. One more time, let me throw it up there for you in case you hadn't seen it right there. Cletus is do it yourself at home. Burn barrel crematoriums, $99 a piece. This week only, mention Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show, and you get your free weenie roasting stick with your purchase.
This is a great deal, but I just ran across something that I think we need to be on a positive note tonight. And conservatism, yes, that is what we believe in, but we also believe in giving the devil his due from time to time. And I just want to give a shout out to Ellen DeGeneres and her wife, because they have put their money where their mouth is. They said they were going to leave the country, and they have announced that they are now residents of the UK and have forevermore left the United States of America. So that's one truthful liberal that you can mark down as keeping the word. I thought that'd be.
Delta always has said they ready when you are.
Yes, sir.
So bye. That's the most you need to take with her. They need to swing by the View and just pick one of them up and take them.
They ain't got a big enough jet for that with Whoopi.
What they gonna do with Rosie?
They'd have to have Whoopi would have to have a whole aisle instead of 2 seats.
You better know it.
A whole aisle for her.
Yeah.
Hey boys,
She done bit off more cupcake than she can chew, I think.
We got live viewers in Wyoming tonight, right now.
Yeah.
Now in Wyoming.
Good deal.
And his daughter from Miami. Not Miami. Wyoming. That's a whole lot of difference in Miami.
Easy that. Matter with back now. Just throw the throttle back a little bit now. Throw back on the stick a little bit.
You
ain't started making eggnog this early, have you?
Cletus just got me excited when he called today and said he wanted back on. I mean, boys, I read y'all have seen that the Democrats are still up in arms about all of the potential cabinet appointments, and then
we got us a new one tonight though.
Yeah, late this afternoon it dropped. Matt Gaetz is out of the running, and the former Attorney General in Florida, son,
She don't play.
she will be top notch.
Y'all know Donald Trump's a very smart man. He's one of the smartest men that I know of. And he does things that people don't even realize what he's doing because he's about 10 steps ahead of them.
Everybody.
Let's consider this now. Gates was a flamethrower. He's a bomb. He's nothing but trouble wherever he goes. Trump throws his name into the hat, be the Attorney General. He automatically resigns from the Congress. And I'm thinking, I said, man, why are you picking all these people here to these congressmen and all these Republican congressmen? You got to replace them. Well, he knew that replacement was going to be safe, but he saw something that we maybe didn't consider. He knew he was a bomb thrower. He knew he was a barn burner, if you will. And what better way to get him out of the way than to put him in nominate him for a position that Trump knew he couldn't win. He couldn't pass the Senate confirmation hearing on it. He knew that wouldn't happen. So what better way to get rid of a lunatic than to appoint him to a position that Trump knew he could never obtain. Now he's gone. Trump's done with him. He's done with it. So next thing you know what Gates would have done, he'd have been in there. Next thing he'd have been in there. No telling what he would have done. They would have sent Trump to prison on account of what Matt Gaetz had done if he was Attorney General. But see how smart Donald Trump is, and people think, oh, he's an idiot. Man, please, Donald Trump. While we up in the bed, laying in the bed, slobbering on our pillow, Donald Trump is thinking.
I agree with you. That was all. I think that was all staged, all planned, all planned.
What an easy way to get a buffoon out.
You got a buffoon out. You got him out. Appoint him to a position that he knew he could never fill.
Yeah, and he didn't see.
Hey, Trump, I tried.
He didn't have to do nothing. The buffoon took himself out.
He withdrew himself. And I know them Democrats. Their heads are still on fire. If they no please them. You cannot. If they was at the foot of Jesus Christ eating pound cake, they would not be happy.
Yeah. And I'm gonna tell you something else too. Go ahead, Queasy.
I just gonna say, didn't that fella up there in Ohio finally throw the towel in?
He threw it in Pennsylvania.
Oh, he did.
He threw it in.
He threw it in. Yeah, he's done. Yeah, he's done. He's had enough. But, I don't know. That was a miracle that he did that. It's a miracle that that the Supreme Court of Pennsylvania stopped him from counting illegitimate votes.
There you go.
Better watch him.
Oh yeah, and here's another thing. Matt Gaetz. That deal with Matt Gaetz. See, if I'm not mistaken, DeSantis will get to a point for that position for the remainder of the term.
Yeah.
Just like the Marco Rubio.
See, they went to Gates. They pulled a Joe Biden on Gates, like and the Godfather. They made him an offer he could not refuse. And his offer was either you resign or you gonna go to prison. I resign. I think I withdraw my name from.
Yeah, I would get out of the running.
I mean, I think that's what it is. So, but see, he still gets his pension. He gets his Congress pension for the rest of his life. He gets all of his benefits. He gets all his free medical care. He gets all kind of perks, retirement, this, that, and the other. And he's a lawyer. He's a lawyer, so he can make him a living. I mean, I ain't never seen a lawyer go broke. Have y'all ever seen a lawyer go broke?
Well, we just have one to chime in right there. So why do you think that is, Floyd? You've never seen a broke lawyer.
I don't know. I've never seen one. I've never seen one. Now I remember one, and Queasel remembers it back at Congress. His name was Bush Mills.
Yeah.
Bush stayed rosy cheeked all the time.
And it wasn't because he stayed in the sun.
No, he didn't get in no sun. I was in Man Henry's barber shop one day getting me a haircut. I was a young man in there. I don't know. I was probably 15, 16 years old, and I knew who Bush was. Bush would get elected as a solicitor to the court. And
Yep.
it was easy. All he had to do was wake up, when you show up and show up in court. And he'd be in there. And anyway, I was in the barbershop getting a haircut in Man Henry's barbershop in there one day. And he was talking about him and Man Henry was talking about drinking whiskey. And Bush said, yeah, I said, before I got addicted to the stuff, he said, I'd get in my automobile and I'd drive over there. I'd drive over there to Iron City over there to Slim's liquor store. I'd buy me a case of half pint. So that was a case was 48 half pints. Now, understand that this was before he got addicted to the stuff. A case of half pints, 48 half pints at the time. Now you know what you do. You know what you do with a half pint. You hide whiskey. I mean, you slip it in your coat pocket. You slip it in your breeches pocket. You slide it up under your seat of your automobile. You stick it behind
your socks.
Your office. You hide. Half a pint of whiskey is for hiding being drunk. So Ben had to go buy half a gallon of whiskey at the time. He ain't hiding. He ain't hiding from nobody.
Yeah. But
man, half pint at the time. Oh man, he's up to no good. I promise you.
But remember in the days back then, Florida, before Miller County was legal to sell whiskey, half pint was the number one seller though.
Half pint was the number one seller
because it was the easiest to hide and the easiest to get.
That's right. It's easy to slide out that door. About
they was 2 or 3 establishments.
Dr. Carl, he'd slide one out the door. They wouldn't see him. I mean,
no.
He'd stand there and all you see was his arm sticking out the door up to about his elbow.
That's right.
And you put $2 in his hand, he's going back to bed. But that's all it was. It was straight down.
Was it a particular brand?
Rot good.
No, not at that time of the time. It's whatever he
rot good.
Rot good. That's
whatever was left is what he bought. And you said thank you.
So when you knock on a man's door to buy illegal whiskey, you ain't worried about asking for a particular brand.
Ain't nobody being particular. I promise.
If you had to go late, you knew where to put the money, and it'd be sitting out there by the stop sign right out there by his house on the corner right there. But they checked ID back in them days, and the ID was if you could see over the counter, you was old enough.
You could buy it.
You could buy it. You had $2 and you could see over the counter. Yep, it was there.
Oh Lord,
it was there.
About Sawega Meat Company, if you will.
Talking about great locally produced meats, some of the best steaks you'll ever find anywhere in the country. All kind of different cuts of the steak available there. And let me mention this today because you got through tomorrow. I believe Kenny told me to place the orders. They are smoking meat for Thanksgiving. You get the smoked turkey, the whole turkey for $50. The smoked Boston butt, $35. Also $35 for a turkey breast. They got those as well. So go to Facebook, look up Sawega Meats in Colquitt, Georgia, and in Headland, Alabama. You have through tomorrow to order that, and they'll be delivered to each store on the Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving, 27th, I believe. Also, great Christmas items, gift items available. But, folks, you got to go try you some of that great beef or great pork. Best smoked pork chops you'll find anywhere in the country. It's all at Sawega Meat, located on Highway 431 in Headland, Alabama, and between Blakely and Colquitt on US 27. Tell them we sent you. Can I show my pictures now? Let's do a little bit of old-timey fishing report. The Alabama crew decided they'd issue a challenge to Queasel. They were proud of Queasel's box of fish, the last one we showed on the program. So these boys, members of the Henry County Fish Mutilator Society, Tim Taylor with the Alabama cap on, that speckled perch was taken out of the Chattahoochee River, and Coach Griffin over there on the right with that huge slab came out of Lake Eufaula. Now, let me give you a little bit of background of Coach Griffin's trip. You got to give the credit to his guide, Coach Ronnie Hicks. Coach Griffin caught the fish, but Coach Ronnie Hicks put him on the fish, and that's always important to have a fella that knows exactly where to drive that boat. Don't you agree, Queasel?
It does. It sure do.
And that paid off on that trip.
Whoever he put him on a good one.
That-
He put him on a good one.
This applies to some folks that I have known through the years. Queasel, can you identify with anybody on that one?
Yeah, I fished in some of them holes before.
I have
the
too.
fish couldn't even find them. Oh yeah,
That's
yes,
right.
Sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But that Charles, tell them about that one. That's my favorite picture right there.
That is Charles Pickle. That is the first one of the season right there. Red Hawks. Right there. You notice how it's cut to perfection, gashed to perfection, and look at that fried sucker head right there in the pan.
You wouldn't find nothing like that.
First one of the season this past week, right there. Charles Pickle, none other than Charles Pickle, right there.
Man,
that makes you hungry just looking at it.
I just saw an impossibility in that picture.
That is. That is.
I saw an impossibility in that picture.
Go ahead, tell them.
This is the impossibility that anybody that lives on Martha's Vineyard
knows what
a sucker head is or knows what it tastes like.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking. They ain't never had no gashing of suckers on Martha's Vineyard, I guarantee you.
They ain't never gashed no suckers, I promise you.
Hey, Queasel, talk to them.
Well, I told y'all last week. You know what he done, and I'm gonna tell you. You know he got all when they dropped all them charges down in Florida against President-elect Trump. That's the man. They just said they told him that he was on the way, and they just went ahead and dropped the charges. They said no, I ain't going up against him. And I'm gonna let y'all in a little secret that you didn't know. He was in the running for the attorney general spot too. But he said that he felt like all his drunk friends in Miller County, Seminole County, Decatur County, Southeast Alabama, and Northwest Florida needed him more. So he was going to hang around. That is a loyal lawyer right there. He is he's not a broke lawyer, as Floyd said, but he is a lawyer one. He would not leave his people here. He wants to be here in case you need him. He is there. One phone call away, 524-1225. No matter what you did or what you didn't do, he'll still get you off. He handles any kind of lawyer needs you might come about. One call, give him a call, let him go. He's got it covered. Best lawyer anywhere around.
Guys, just got to
thought it was.
Got to
go ahead.
He's going to. I love it when sponsors partner together. I love it when they partner together. He has he has reached out to Cletus and Cleo. If you buy a burn barrel this week, your loved one that you burn, they'll give 10% off of wheel reading. 10% off of wheel reading. If you mention Charlie Platt in the Dirt Road Sports Show.
That's how unselfish that man is, because he he could be up there in Washington, but no, he won't leave his folks here at home. That's a good lawyer right there. Now I'm gonna tell you what.
And it's right here, all on Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. Where else? I promise you,
you're not gonna see it anywhere else.
No, would not buy an ad on MSNBC or CNN. I just do not do that. And I don't believe Cletus would either.
I don't think it would.
Oh, man.
I don't believe Florida would be a alley on there either.
I hope this can of worms while to go about it. Here's what I do not want a broke lawyer representing me.
No,
I agree with you. I agree with you. I agree with you on that. Yes, sir.
I pretty good wisdom right there, Floyd.
That's coming from the bottom of it right there. That's coming from the deal right there.
And you ain't even gonna charge nobody for that, are you, Floyd?
That ain't gonna charge. That's free information. That's free. Everything y'all get from us is free. It don't cost you nothing to tune in and just be bombarded with information. Some of it totally worthless, but then some of it, that's like the first we practice. You get to decide. They don't decide up there in Washington D.C. What's misinformation and disinformation. You decide. So
That's right.
You pick us out. If you don't like us, man, we ain't got no problem with that. We do not care whether you like us or not.
What you say, Floyd?
We're not indebted to you. So
fact check us if you want to.
But it ain't nothing but the truth, So
yeah, fact check us. Get a fact check on us.
Yeah, he needs to put his shingle. He needs to put his under his shingle out there. He needs to put, "I am not broke."
Mercy.
I'm looking for that sign to hang out there in downtown Dallas. I am not broke.
Not broke.
Yeah.
There's probably been some people coming in the door when he said this. I ain't that broke.
Yeah, maybe that's it. I ain't that broke. That's it. That's the way to put it right there, Marvin. Yep. He kind of gleaned through them there. It's like it is with anything else. Yeah, and here's the deal about it. Hey, two broke folks cannot do no business. Ain't no way they can. One of them people has got to have some money.
Have you ever seen two broke folks trying to do business?
Oh yeah. One of them was your cousin.
Ain't you had some bids thrown at you at an auction or two through the years where it was two broke folks trying to do business?
Yeah, but you pretty much know who they were. But Marvin's cousin and his buddy Juan Donnelly, they were trying to do some business down there in Bambi down there at the cab station one night. It didn't wind up good for your cousin. Frog. That's a perfect example of two broke people trying to do business.
Tell the story.
Call me up. Y'all call me and I'll tell you
the story. Oh, Lordy.
It's a true story as well.
Yeah.
Everything we say is the truth.
Ain't nothing but the truth. Well, I wonder when I die, I wonder what kind of stories y'all gonna be telling on me. They ain't no telling what y'all come up with.
We got some. We got some we can tell.
Oh, wait.
Yep. Because every day with you.
But anyway,
every day with you.
You're welcome to do it. I'll give you, I grant you permission to do that whenever time comes.
Floyd Town and all.
Floyd Town and all. Let it go, baby. Tell it all. Tell it loud. Tell it proud. You can tell that one on Skibo Calhoun.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you be where you ain't even worried about it then, though.
I ain't worried about it. Ziggy B's, one of my favorite places in the whole world. Thursday night. Y'all know what Thursday night is at Floyd and Nadine's house. Shrimp night. Done it. Done got our shrimp fried. Done got our cheese grits made. Done got the shrimp fried and eat. Done got the cheese grits made and eat. Done got the dishes cleaned up. Done got the frying pan cleaned out. The grease poured up. Ain't a dirty dish in the house, and we just as full as we can be. Ziggy B's, what they got it this afternoon. Go to Ziggy B's if you want you some good fresh seafood. Y'all check her out. You'll enjoy it. You'll be glad you did business with her. She'll appreciate your business. Good fresh oysters. She's got some of the best, cleanest oysters you ever had in your life. Red snapper. She got some of the freshest mullet that you ever put in your mouth. And they are delicious. Y'all go check them out in that Ziggy B. She's got that whole meat case full right there. She got it iced down. She keeps everything fresh. There ain't nothing old in there. There ain't nothing spoiled. There ain't nothing running in there. It don't smell like no fish market. Get you some of that elderberry juice right there. It'll make you. It'll make you do. It'll make you whatever you need to do. It'll make you can outrun the repo man if you take some of that. Y'all go go see. Y'all go see Ziggy B's over there. She'll be glad. You'll be glad you did. She'll appreciate it. I promise.
Oh me.
So that's magic, ain't it?
Huh?
That stuff's magic.
That's what they say.
Man, it is.
It scares me.
Huh? Oh no, you ain't gotta worry
Yeah.
about that. That stuff will put magic in your marker. I'm telling you.
Yeah, but you may outrun your ability.
Well, now I didn't say what kind of marker it was. I just said,
Oh boy.
That's
We're
good
just
enough.
having fun, y'all. That's all we do. We're just having fun. We visit and we do this once a week. Anybody tuning in for the first time tonight, this is what we do. Once a week, we gather up as friends. We commiserate with one another and have a big time and talk about things that you may be interested in or may not be interested in. But we are. So y'all just dial us in. We appreciate y'all tuning in. Everybody's out there. Look like everybody's having a good time tonight. And we appreciate y'all tuning in. Appreciate y'all dialing in. Y'all like and share. So tell your friends about us. Let them dial in. Let them get in on it too. Let them make their own decision about whether they like us or not.
And if they don't, that's okay.
It's fine.
there's an off button on that. There's an off
You
button on it.
cannot hurt our feelings. I promise you.
Nope.
Is that right? Y'all, amen. You can't hurt our feelings.
No. I'm just trying to save up enough money to go on a guided fishing trip with Coach Hicks after that picture I showed what he did for Coach Griffin.
That's the way to do it.
Yep. Yeah. So, what are you?
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, I'm sorry. Go on.
Now, I'm just going to say, how much rain do you think we got all around us? I think we
I
got
got
inches
We
here.
got 2 inches.
2.2 here. So it's pretty uniform through this little strip through here.
And it didn't hurt nothing. Let me tell you, it ain't
Oh,
hurt
we
nothing
needed it.
in the world.
And not
We
much
need
of it ran off or even made a puddle, Floyd.
Right,
It went in the ground, no doubt.
They say it's gonna be cold tonight, though.
It'll be
It's
cold
cool
tomorrow.
out there.
I believe it. Sure do. And that's good. That's fine. I'm glad, man. I got long sleeve shirts. I got a jacket I can put on. I got socks.
That's right.
Long breeches. Ain't no problem with me. Got my electricity paid up. Got my heater. Me and they ain't got our heater on. So right now we good. Life is good.
That's it. That's it.
Y'all ever been about to freeze to death? Y'all ever been so cold?
Yeah.
Me and Queez were talking about last week about the tractor cage up there in that line. That's cold as ever been in my life, Queez.
Yeah. Amen.
And there was a lot of
It
folks
was
that
cold.
cold up there.
Man, we was pouring antifreeze in them tractor tires, trying to stream it in a little bitty funnel and getting it in there and pour it, letting water out. Now you talking about cold? You get up there as cold as it was, and you taking them, screwing them valve stems out, and letting that water come out of them tires, and trying to pour antifreeze back in there, and ain't no way that you can let the water out of a rear tractor tire without getting wet, because that's just the way it works. Man, that you are right, Floyd. It was some more kind of cold.
That was some kind of cold. Let me tell you. But anyway, I've been hot and I've been cold and I've been comfortable. I've been everything. You know, that's what they call climate change. You know, the climate changes on it.
Well,
in the fall, it goes to getting cool. In the winter, it goes to getting cold. In the spring, it starts warming up. Then in the summertime, it gets hot. But Joe Biden, I heard Joe Biden talk about, he was down there in the Amazon down there, got lost, but he was down there talking about existential. Did I say that right? What existential threat to the world?
We got 4 to 6 years to correct it.
Got 4 to 6 years. I heard that 4 to 6 years to correct it.
To correct what?
Correct it. We done. We gone. It's over. The world, the planet is over, according to Joe Biden. I hope in 4 to 6 years, Joe Biden is over and done. I hope in 4 days he's over and done. I'm not wishing him no bad luck. I'm just, done doing what he's doing now. But he's warning the world down there, and them folks over there, they look at the watch. Yeah, right. This thing running while he's talking.
And all while he's about to get us into World War III before he goes out of office.
That's exactly what he's trying
He's gonna do his best.
This brings up something. This resurrected a memory of mine. The watch deal, any of y'all out there, Shingler, I'm talking to you. You ever heard of a lawyer, an attorney named Peter Zach Gear Jr.? I'm gonna give you a hint. I'm gonna give you a little. I'm gonna give you something here that you can use. You can use this. Saw him one time. He was in the courtroom, and he was questioning the man that was prosecuting the defendant. And of course, Peter Zach was always on the defendant's side, defending this guy. Peter Zach asked, and tell me exactly now your side of the story. And the man went to talking, and Peter Zach went to walking. He was walking back and forth, prancing. He didn't walk. It was like a runway strut, like a model on a runway walking.
That's right.
And he checked his watch, like he look at he wind his watch like that while that man was talking. While that man was telling his side, and let me tell you who the jury was looking at. Not the man that was telling the story. They was looking at him winding
With
his
what?
and looking and bumping his watch and making sure. And all this time he's back and forth. He's parading back and forth in front of the jury body. They looking at him. They looking this way. So that's some free advice I'm giving you there now, Shingley. That don't cost you nothing. Like that. See what you can learn just by watching this show right now.
And Floyd, you remember he had them old big silk handkerchief. He'd get out and he'd wipe his brow with that handkerchief. Boy, he'd flip that thing out there and he would put on. I was over there one day and he had a woman in there and he was questioning that woman. And he got to questioning that woman and she went to crying. And then he went to crying, and then the women in the jury went to crying, and she got off scot-free. I don't forgot what she done, but I remember that. I remember.
You know what? See, he had crushed him up some onions in that handkerchief. See, here's another freebie we giving you, Shane. See, he crushed him up some onions, and he would go to rub it, and man, the tears would go to coming down that cheek. Try that sometime. Try crushing you some onions in the back and rub your eyes and see what happens. So
he could do it now. Zach Jr. could do it.
See, he said Stigler said he heard the story had a wild colored suit on that. He kept the jury's attention.
He did.
No, he didn't matter. He could have won an Academy Award and for any movie that he was ever in, he could have won an Academy Award. I didn't hear this story, but a friend of mine told it to me. He had a defendant in jail. And the man had hired him to defend him. And finally, about a day before they went to court, he went down there and was interrogating, questioning his defendant, so he could come up with some kind of defense. And he just said, all right, now tell me exactly what transpired between you and said the woman. And man, he got to talking. Because that listening to him. When he got done, he said, that's a great story. He said, that's a wonderful story. If you want to spend the next 10 years in the penitentiary. He said, now listen, exactly what happened. You can't make it up. This Southwest Georgia, there ain't no other place on the planet like Southwest Georgia, Southeast Alabama. Nowhere.
Got him.
You live anywhere you want to do. Anywhere you live anywhere, do it. Wherever. Hollywood can't make it up as good as the truth, the stuff we telling y'all.
Yeah, he wasn't a broke lawyer, but he was a slick lawyer because when they'd have recess, he'd walk across the street over to the station, go in there and give him a can of Coca-Cola because you didn't have to put no money in the machine to get a can of Coca-Cola. He'd reach in the old ice box and get out a can of Coca-Cola and get him a pack of crackers off the cracker rack. And he'd go to talking and eating and all, and he'd just forget to pay, and just walk off. Walk back over across the street. And Daddy'd always tell me, he said, son, go in there and write him down with a drink. Get Zach Jr. down with a drink, the pack of crackers.
That's
it. Charge it to him. He'll pay it. We'll get it. We'll see. He'll come back.
Yeah.
And nothing like
he was slick.
I wouldn't take nothing in the world for where I grew up at. Nothing.
I know
it. Wouldn't take nothing for
it. No, sir. That's the problem. Man, we was right there at center stage. Anything that happened on that square, we got to see it. And there was some shows over at that courthouse sometimes. Now, they was some. And I'd get to see all them young guys that I wanted to grow up and be like, come around the square and shoot John L's all out there in the middle of the square and pull in over there where Ma Harrell's old cafe used to be, all sideways and all that kind of stuff. I got to see. What do you call observing things that went on. There were some stories told, and then around the old checkerboard, old wooden checkerboard with Coca-Cola can bottle caps, one right side up and upside down. There was many stories told by them old men up there playing. There was a lot of wisdom there too.
Oh yeah.
A
Mm-hmm.
lot of wisdom.
All small towns around here, guys, had what we call characters. And
Mm-hmm.
the problem is, this day and time, there's no new characters coming along that I can see. It's just everything kind of vanilla.
Well,
It is.
speaking of characters, we had a character just sent this to me about a place with character that's on the market right now.
Mm.
Good Lord have mercy. Ooh.
That's man.
Man, they got that
Mm.
thing priced. They got it. They ain't got it priced to sell, but they got it priced. What in the world would you put there?
They have done. Hey, whoa, Floyd, watch what you're saying. They have lowered the price on that thing, $11,000.
Come on.
That's a bargain there. That's a bargain there.
Let me
Well,
ask you.
didn't the hurricane tear it up?
Well, it's still got character. It ain't got no roof, but it's got character. I mean,
That's right.
You ain't got
It
that
sure
much
does.
character.
let me ask you this: are there any stories that could be told that happened at that place?
I got
I'll
some, but
tell
I
you.
can't tell them on the show. I got
I,
plenty.
I can honestly say the closest I ever got inside that place was sitting with Billy Joe Royal on his bus, watching him get worried about going in there. I didn't even go in there. I left.
No man, I can remember the day we'd bring in the New Year in Georgia and shoot across the river to the torch and bring it in Alabama.
Yeah.
We
Bring
done
it in,
that.
bring it in another place.
That's right. Yes, sir.
Look at there! Look at there! Look at there! Been there several times with Floyd B. Lloyd. I got lots.
Oh,
That's a rumor.
oh, I don't think so.
You can't confirm none of that, can you,
Rumor
Floyd?
mill grinding now, boy.
I think that's nothing but the truth looking at us right there.
Bobby, you ain't got no
Well,
commercial through it by now.
No.
you know, you was out to get in trouble because you had to go through the pool room to get back there to the jug. So there was always trouble in that pool room, always. And you remember
Let
that?
me tell you another story, Bob, about the show. You remember the picture show down there? They say Ed Hunter. Hunter. What his name?
Yeah.
Ed
Oh
Hunter.
yeah.
Whoever run the picture
Yeah,
show.
Mr. Ed.
Had a
Yeah.
picture show there. And he sold
No,
popcorn.
Emery Hunter.
Emery Hunter. That was him. Emery
Emery Hunter.
Hunter. Yeah, yeah. I remember Mr. Ed Bush down there next door had the
Yeah,
appliance store. And
that's
had a
right.
boy named Spud Bush. And the appliance store where Mr. Bush owned and Spud Bush worked at, and the picture show were right next door to one another.
Mhm.
Well, the man at the picture show. Now I don't tell you, y'all know them little ridges on the top of your popcorn bag, and them little like a little saw across your popcorn bag. If you go back
Yeah.
old enough, you'll remember that. He would take him popcorn bag, Mr. Hunter would. He'd take a popcorn bag, and he'd trim about a quarter of an inch off the top of all of them popcorn bags, so it wouldn't hold as much popcorn. Now we're talking about popcorn. We're talking about a nickel bag of popcorn. Yeah, and the bag would be that high. he clipped the tops off of the popcorn bag so it wouldn't hold as much popcorn. Well, Spud down there, Mr. Bush's son, he saw what was going on. Him and his daddy, he got his daddy to buy a popcorn machine, and they put it out on the sidewalk, and he was selling popcorn, and he was advertising full bag of popcorn for like a nickel. Now that's a right there. That's taking advantage of a situation that needs fixing.
I want
You
to
know,
tell
I
you.
saw.
Let me say this real quick before I forget here. I don't know who this. I mean, I know who it is, but it's an 850 area code. Just texted this and said, and I quote: "I rode my horse into the bonfire one New Year's Eve."
I ain't never done that.
No.
I ain't
That
never done
don't
that.
happen. Ooh,
But you
that
know
don't
that movie theater, it was a happening place in Carthage, Georgia. Because on Saturdays you had a Saturday matinee, and then you had a Saturday regular show, and then about I don't know 10 o'clock something like that, 11 o'clock you had the scary show. Ever Friday and Saturday. Well, I can't remember if it's Friday and Saturday night. It was 3 shows just on Saturday night, wasn't it?
There was 3 shows on it. They had the late show.
Late show.
I got some tickets. I found some old tickets for the late show, and it was like 12 cents to get in, and then like 1 cent tax or something like that. It was about 13 cents to get into the picture show there. The late show on Saturday night. Go to
you
the
could take
that with 13 cents in your pocket and see how far you get.
You could take a quarter and go at the show and go in the show, and I can't remember if you get I know you could with 50 cent, because you could take 50 cent and see all 3 shows all day on Saturday. And but I want to say I remember at a quarter you could go and get one of them, like you talking about, them cut off extra large bags of popcorn and a drink and get in the movie. I believe it was. Now I can't remember.
I think you about right. It's close enough. Actually, you in the vicinity. You in the jurisdiction.
You know, a family of 4 now can spend $100 at a movie theater.
Oh yeah.
Go to the picture show. That's right.
And you could count on you was going to either see at one of them shows on Saturday, you were going to see Tarzan or the Lone Ranger. You're about at any time at one of them shows. And then the Three Stooges was on a heap, and that was in the matinee. And then they showed I guess the popular movies would be at night. And that place was full. It wasn't like you would think you would see in Cocker. It would be slap full.
Be packed.
Sure
Well, that was the only source of entertainment, outside entertainment.
It was.
Anybody had. That was it. Go to the picture
Well,
show.
now,
at one time, they used
before
to be
my
3
time-
picture shows in Cockwood.
huh?
At one time, there was 3 picture shows.
That's
in
what I was
Cockwood.
going to ask you. But before my time, they were telling me they were more. But that's the only one I remember. I remember that one. That's the only one I remember.
There was 3 of them. Miss Ruth Miller telling me a story about she worked at one of them. Go ahead, Marvin.
Hey guys, it's time for Southern Hissy Fits Trivia Time here on Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show, 109 West College Street. Embroidery, t-shirts, tumblers, all kind of gifts, and a whole lot more. Go by and see Miss Vicky at Southern Hissy Fits on the square in Colquitt, Georgia. There's the number to call. One-stop shopping, and she will take care of whatever you need. And the winner tonight will receive a logoed car tag of Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show, compliments of Southern Hissy Fits. Guys, I got a good trivia question, but here ought to be the trivia question. Who was the man that rode the horse into the bonfire on New Year's?
He a legend too. I guarantee. I don't know who he is, but he a legend. I bet you.
Does anybody have a picture of the man riding the horse in the bonfire club?
And here's what he said. I might tell you for the night's over. I rode my horse in and used my bullwhip to safely exit.
Yeah,
There ain't but one that I know of. He's from the Panhandle of Florida over there. That would have done that.
It was an 850 number, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's an 850 number.
That's the Panhandle of Florida.
And what does his name start with, Floyd?
Hold on. Let me see. Hold on a second. Just bear with me a minute here. Hold on. Hold on a second right here.
I wonder what year that was.
I don't know. Hey, if you watching, text me what year that was that you rode the horse into the bonfire on New Year's.
I ain't figured out how he got the horse. Him on the horse in the door.
It had to be. I mean, I don't know unless it was a miniature horse. I don't know.
Shetland
And
pony.
telephone number 850-569-1157. That ain't him.
That ain't him. Anyway, I'll tell you who it is in just a minute. Here's a trivia question. I need to know who the man is in this picture, not the woman, the man. Who is the man, this famous man in this picture?
Everybody's looking at the woman, Mark.
Yeah,
I knew Floyd was going to say that.
yeah. Floyd, you ever
man?
had
What
an
man?
occasion? You ever been walking by a woman laying like that and had an occasion to trip up and spill ice water on her back? You ever have an occasion to do that?
I need
What
to know.
man?
And you can text it 229-254-5060, or you can put it in the comments on the screen. I need to know who this man is in the picture, not the woman with the bare back, but who the man is.
The one in the hat or the other one?
The one reading the newspaper.
Well, they both read newspapers.
The one
Yeah.
next to the woman.
Yeah, the one next
Oh,
to the.
okay.
Uh, Dan
Well, that
Aykroyd is not correct. Dan Aykroyd is not correct.
does favor him a little bit, though. I'll give him that.
He does.
Yeah, yeah.
229-254-5060 Southern Hissy Fits trivia time here on Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. Text me your answer and your name right there. Who is that man in the middle beside the woman holding the newspaper without the hat?
Oh no.
It is not
You ought to
Dan
know
Aykroyd.
that. You ought to know that, Jolly.
I think I do. Got some, got some political connections, Floyd. Is that what you're talking about?
Here's a good guess. Bobby Goldsboro. That is not correct.
Let me see that again. Throw it up there.
Yeah.
If Floyd said I'm supposed to know, I can't see it that good, boys. I can't.
Well, I can see it good, and I still don't know who it is.
Give him a few more minutes. I
Got
give
him
him.
stumped, Marvin.
Yeah, man. But I still love that one. I love the one who was the man that rode the horse into the. Here it is. It was in the early 1980s, and to be specific, Queasel, he said he ducked his head to get in the door.
I imagine, yeah.
Well,
And
in the
he-
early 1980s, I had frequented that place a good bit, and I don't remember nobody riding a horse in there.
All right, we got a Kennedy, Robert Urich. We got Neil Diamond. None of those are correct. But I will give you the answer to who the man was, the mystery man that rode the horse into the Bonfire Club in the early 1980s. None other than Mr. Carl Cressman.
I wouldn't doubt that a bit. Now that you mentioned that,
I'll give you the number. That I'll give you a phone number. That's his old phone number. Must be.
Okay.
That's exactly who it was. That was him. I knew that was him. I know him. I know him well.
Our attorney said Richard Keel, who played Jaws in James Bond. That is not correct.
Nope.
No.
He is not
so far. He's so far off. He's so far off. He needs to get a taxi cab to get back to where he.
Oh, we got him stumped on that one. But
drop this clue on him. He's a very famous very famous college and pro football player.
Put it up there.
Put it back. Put it back to me.
Who is it? Famous college and professional football player in the
Floyd.
Yeah.
Where was the picture taken?
Don't know. I wasn't there. Don't know.
Redneck Riviera?
Could have been. Could have been.
Hey,
Panama City, whatever. Yeah.
That was probably that was in California.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I don't think that was in Panama.
That wasn't in Panama City at that era.
Hey, while we're waiting on somebody to win it, Queasel, tell them about our good friends.
Man, this is the place to be. Any kind of gun need you might have, where it be a shotgun, a deer rifle, any that they got them all. They got all the latest scopes, ammunition, hunting supplies, anything to do with hunting. They got it. They got shotgun shells, all the different shots you need, the different gauges. They got all that kind of stuff. They got people there to advise you if you don't know exactly what you need. They're there to help you with it. Listen, we live in a time, it's sad to say it, and we talk about it every week. Floyd tells you about it every week. We live in a time where you got to protect yourself. And anything you need for your personal protection, they got it, from shotguns down to pistols, to little pistols you can conceal. They got anything, the bullets, the ammunition, whatever it is you want. If they got it, if it's something you've seen somewhere else, I'm telling you, they got it. They got the largest selection of guns and ammo you're gonna find anywhere around here. Knowledgeable people there to help you. And then you step next door to the parts house. You can get anything you need for your automotive and your truck needs, your farming. They got all of that stuff, all the greases, all the hydraulic fluids. They got all that stuff to man to shine that truck up and get it slick, man. Get that wax on it, get it slick, and get that inside where you know you can just shine so much you can comb your hair in it. They got that. They got gifts. You got a little gift section there where you can pick up any kind of gift you might want for your wife or for if you ain't married for your girlfriend. And then they are the authorized retailer of the Floyd B. Lloyd rabbit pellet grills. They got all kind of any flavor that's out there of the rabbit pellets. They got it. Go by, give them just go by and just stop and talk to them, and they'll appreciate you stopping by. If you go in there and looking for something, they got it. 27, about a half a mile off the square here in Colquitt, right under them two beautiful American flags.
All right. We've had Joe Namath mentioned, Tharp, and we've had Roger Staubach.
I got the winner. Hey, just be cool up there.
Go ahead.
Mike Thompson says it was none other than Kenny the Snake Stabler.
That's him.
That's why I said Redneck Riviera, Florida. You knew what I was going. I've been to Snake's place down there on the Redneck Riviera before. Mike Thompson.
Tell him to text you his address, and we'll drop that in the mail to him. He is the winner. Ken Stabler, Oakland Raiders quarterback. Winner. Man, I thought we wasn't going to have a winner tonight.
Yeah, they have to think about it, man. That's it. That's what we don't want to just get. We don't want to just throw up softballs to people, you know.
I can't believe you would have got the Carl Cressman question.
Yeah, I did get it. That was his telephone number. I texted to you, and you said that wasn't it, but it is his telephone number. I knew it.
I was thinking the same thing. I'm familiar with Mr. Carl. Carl, we appreciate you watching every Thursday night. We welcome you to our group.
Yes, sir.
But none of us, we're all kind of jealous because ain't none of us ever run up in a beer joint on a horse before.
We want to meet you. We want to meet your horse. We want to meet your horse. That's what we want to see.
Was it a Shetland pony?
TK's Bar and Grill, that guy's a good place to eat. Good place if you're hungry, go in there and check them out. Right there in Colquitt, Georgia, going north on Highway 45, right out of Colquitt on your left. Right there about the time you leave in Colquitt, look over to your left on Highway 45, heading toward Damascus, and you'll see them. Y'all go in there and visit with them folks. Get you something good to eat in there. It's a good place to meet your friends. It's a good place to have a Christmas party. It's a good place to have a birthday party or anniversary or whatever you want to be celebrating. Y'all go in there to TK's Bar and Grill here in Colquitt, Georgia. Good food, good fried food, good steaks. Whatever you want to have, good grill foods. They have good fish in there. They have good steaks in there, good hamburger steaks, and they serve lunch. So you go in there and check them out during the lunchtime. Get you a good home cooked lunch right there with lots of veggies and a good piece of meat there on the side. Y'all check them out there at TK's Bar and Grill here in Colquitt, Georgia. Can't go wrong.
Hey
Floyd,
guys,
I got it. Hold on a minute, Floyd. I got to tell you something. I went in there. What day we go in there, Marvin? Was it Tuesday? Tuesday. I went in there and him. What I said, I want me. I said I done heard about it. I want me. I went in TK's and said I want me one of them Floyd B. Lloyd catfish fillets.
Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you something. She brought that thing out. That catfish, that fillet was that long. It was fresh out of the grease. It's so hot you couldn't eat it. It was as good a catfish as I have ever ate. You hit the nail on the head talking about that catfish fillet now.
I ain't gonna tell you nothing wrong. I guarantee you. Yeah, everything they get in there, everything they serve in there is good food. Y'all try them out. Good home folks, good farm family right there. Been farm families for several generations here in Miller County and Early County, Georgia. Y'all go check them out. TK's Bar and Grill.
About the guy that won, Mike Thompson, a good friend of mine. He's originally from Elba, Alabama, lives in Enterprise, and he has been in the funeral directing business for 50 years. You talking about somebody with some stories to tell.
He probably
well, we ain't gonna go in competition with him over there. No. But there's one story that I'm gonna get some of the details on that I remember. I was at WKMX radio, and gypsy woman came and tried to buy advertising for us. She had a fortune telling stand up at the old Coffee County Drive-In between Enterprise and New Brockton, and you could refuse advertising on anybody you wanted to, and we did. And boy, she put a curse on folks up there at the radio station, and not too long after that, she ceased it. And all the gypsy families come into town for the funeral.
Mm.
And I'll tell you one part I remember, and Mike, if I'm wrong about this, she was laying up there in the casket and had a pack of Winston cigarettes rolled up in her sleeve. We'll get into that. That's for another day.
That's
Boy.
another day. That's another story.
Whoa, she didn't double as a woman Dracula, did she?
No, I don't know. You would have to ask the one right below you on the screen about that. He's the only one in this crowd that saw Dracula.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Bear Hill Auctioneers, our good friend, our confidant, Mr. T.C. Bear Hill, proprietor in general and sponsor in exclusivity and perpetuity of none other than Floyd's List of Impossibilities and a whole lot more and extra.
Thank you there, Marvin. Thank you, Marvin. List of impossibilities is kind of short tonight, but I'm going to do some ponderings on y'all tonight. Just kind of pondering. Just think about some things that we need to think about. First of all, we'll think about this deal with the DOGE. Y'all know who that's Musk and Ramaswamy. That's the Department of Government Efficiency. They got cutting on their mind. Don't realize that. This got them Democrats, man. They hair is on fire.
Yes, it is.
And he is just this is a pondering of mine. This is a this is a something I'm thinking of. How to cut. Y'all know you see the folks walking up and down the street. Every one of them got a free Obama phone. You know, they got a free phone. They talking to somebody. I guess I don't know who they can be talking to or what they can be talking. But what kind of conversation are you gonna have with somebody? A business conversation while you walking down the street. What kind of conversation are you going walking down the street? And I'm not talking about the streets of New York City. I'm talking about the streets of Colquitt, Georgia, or Damascus, Georgia. But here's what I would like to see y'all do. On them, just do it on the Obama phones. So this is just one thing to do with what I'm going to refer to. On the Obama phone, the only thing that you should be able to see on an Obama phone, and they're walking like this. I mean, they looking, you know, there's a video, you know, shooting back at them in the face. Here's the only two things you ought to be able to see on an Obama phone: the Andy Griffith Show or Gunsmoke. Oh, what are you talking about, man? I can't see my videos. You know, I can't hear Tupac. I can't dial him in on. Ain't no Tupac. No more Tupac or Jay-Z or Lazy or whatever the name is. He's gonna be Andy Griffith or Gunsmoke. And the Andy Griffith Show is what you would learn. I mean, it would be beneficial to them. They may not, you know, accept that, but it'd be better because you're gonna learn. You're gonna have you're gonna have some wisdom. Mm-hmm. You know, from the Andy Griffith Show. There's gonna be some wisdom. And on Gunsmoke, what you gonna have is there's gonna be a consequence for your actions. You know, and you can see this very early in the show when it started. You can pick out the one that is going to make Matt Dillon kill him. So, I said that one right there. I said that cat right there with the mustache.
He's gone.
He's gonna make Matt Dillon kill it. So there's consequences for your action. And another thing is in the prisons, they should only show Andy Griffith and Gunsmoke. Don't show all them all them other kung fu movies and all that kind of stuff that they show on that. But that's just, I'm just thinking of that. That would be a good way to
It would.
start out with the Obama phones and then go to the prisons. But can y'all imagine how much rioting they would be? And another thing, cut them off. If there's a riot taking place at a certain place, 47th and Vine, cut all the cell phones off in that place right there. Every one of them, just cut them off. Hit the button. They can do it. They got the technology to do it. Just cut them all off right there. And they won't know they won't even know how to get home if you do that. But do that with the cell phones and the prison. Start right there. Be a good place to start there, Musk and Ramaswamy. And I'm gonna ask y'all a question. Have y'all ever been to a young'un snatching show? I've got one. A young'un snatching show.
Sure. Explain yourself.
Okay. My wife's niece was a beauty contestant. She entered all the beauty contests, and she was good. A lot of them. She was Miss Op with the rattlesnake all around her neck, everything. She was all of this. And me and Nadine went to a beauty contest over in Dothan somewhere, or Enterprise, or Ozark. I can't remember where we was at. They had an auditorium, big auditorium. And they don't just have one beauty contest. It's about 8 or 10 different categories. Am I not right? Marvin, hadn't you emceed some of them? Have you ever emceed any of these things? So they have,
He was in 2 of them.
and the whole place is full when you get in there, man. It's full. And it's the mama and the daddy and the grandmama and the granddaddy and the little brothers and the little sisters, and they're the ones that face the brunt of the action here in the young'un snatching show. So we sit there, and they start out, they start out with the lower ones in there. They'll tote babies out, but I don't know if they toted babies out or not. Anyway, they bring them little ones, and then when all that's over with. Then they announce the winners. They announce, second runner up, everything pretty calm right there. Second runner up, everything pretty good. Then they announce the first runner up, and then you can hear some rumbling going around. You can hear some mumbling there. Then they announce the winner. And that's when the young'un snatching starts taking place. Let's get out of here. Let's go on. This thing is rigged. They rigged it from the start. I knew it was going to be rigged. And then you get a whole group of them going. But it's still it's a still pretty good crowd there. Same thing all over again. Second runner up, no problem. First runner up, it's a humming, making noise. And then they announce, well, here goes another crew of come young'un snatching. Come on, let's get out of here. Come here, come on ahead of me, let's go. So I just want to say, if anybody has any opposition to what I'm saying, please let me know. But I was there, I saw it with my own eyes. So anyway, any of y'all that got any interest in going to a beauty contest, I'm just kind of telling you what to expect. So, and I'm sure it had changed. This was 30 years ago, So
I think you're pretty close to hitting the nail on the head. I sure think you is.
And nobody's chiming in on this, so all of us have.
Let me just say, amen and hallelujah. I got suckered into doing the MCing at one of those events, and I did not have a hard time after that saying, no, but hell no, ain't no way.
That is not my deal. But no. I did the same thing I did one. How many of you ever done, Martin?
Me?
Have you ever done a beauty contest?
I ain't never been in one, but I have emceed.
I know you've never been one. I mean, that's obvious answer. But
what Floyd? If Marvin was in a beauty contest, what category would he win?
I don't know. What heavy rough? Heavy rough category.
I probably in my lifetime have emceed 2 dozen.
Oh man. You are
I learned after one. I learned.
Ain't no way I do it. You're a better man than I am.
If y'all got any inclination to be in a beauty contest, MC, don't do it.
I judged one for a city for their miss. I won't go into it because there's
Well,
probably
I'd rather
still some
him see it
hard
than
feeling.
judge it.
I'm telling. Well, you don't want to do neither one.
Oh, they got to get them judges out. They got to get them like Mario Galento used to be. They got to get him out of there.
Hey, kind of like this, Floyd. It's in the same category as doing a Ducks Unlimited benefit auction.
Auction, I got you. I know exactly where you're coming from. I've
You
done with that too.
got young and snatchers at one, and you got a bunch of drunks at the other one. So
Listen,
Absolutely.
you and Floyd, they ain't no auction that y'all ever been to that anybody has ever taken advantage of y'all.
No,
Walk out.
no.
Y'all walk out. It's the folks in there that feel like they've been violated. Y'all ought to be ashamed of yourself some of the stuff y'all do to people when y'all get up there and selling them stuff.
Mercy.
What'd you tell? Hey, what'd you tell that one down there? What'd you tell that one down there in the edge of Florida, bidding on the Cadillac that night? What'd you say?
I don't know. What did I tell him?
Woo!
I don't know. I
Let's
told
not
him.
say it.
I saw him tell this nice, sweet little old lady dressed up. She was so dressed, had a dress on, and everything. She was just so nice and prim and proper, And she was down there. She was right down the street from the station. She was bidding on. They were bidding on some antiques, and I could hear Forty had him a microphone, and I could hear my phone scratch. So I just eased back down there and watched him for a little while, and Floyd down there, this woman, she was up there and she was just bidding. Floyd finally looked at her. He said, "Lady, sit down. You out." That woman, she just sat down. He said another word. Matter of fact, if I remember right, I think she just left. Floyd just made her just. He said, "Lady, just sit down because you out."
You're
And
out.
that
You got to keep up. You out
wound
of
that up.
one of the most memorable things of a benefit auction, and I don't know if y'all are aware of this, but generally at a benefit auction, there's copious amounts of free alcohol, and it's intended to be that way. Because the sensory perceptions are kind of deflated. I won't ever forget there was this poor boy that me and Floyd took advantage of in terms of how much alcohol he had had. And the next time I saw him, here's what he said. Man, I sure had way more money that night than I did the next morning.
Was that the night that y'all sold the ice skates?
That's it, baby. That was
it.
Charlie, did I ever tell you what they done that night? Let me tell you what them two done. We was at a benefit and they were gonna sell some autographed ice skates from somebody that had been in the Olympics. It was some famous person had autographed these ice skates. Well, here was the deal. They didn't autograph but one of them, but one of the skates. So these two rascals, they get up there and they sell the skate, but they decide they gonna sell them one skate at the time. So
Oh yeah.
they sold the skate and the fella run up. I don't forget how high he went on the skate, but it was way up there. And they gave him the skate what didn't have a name on it. So then they had to turn around and auction the second one, and he had to pay more than he did for the first one to get the second one, so he could get the autograph. Now they done that because I was calling when people raised their hands or sneeze or blink or scratch or anything they would do.
Oh,
There's no mercy with them two. No
I
mercy
know.
with them
I
two in the
agree.
auction.
I can see that.
Good business.
what's the old saying? There's all is fair in love, war, and auctions.
That's right. If you can get away with it.
Mm, mm, mm. All right, Kelly Crop Insurance, Colquitt, Georgia. Uh, Appreciate them every week. And let's talk a little weather, courtesy of our friends at Kelly Crop Insurance. If you've been outside here lately, you will understand that it's a little on the cool side. Wind still blowing a little bit over here, and we're looking at a low in the morning. Look at that, folks, in the mid 30s with the wind. Probably not a lot of frost, maybe some in some of the lower lying locations. Same thing on Saturday. We warm back up and get another chance of a little bit of rain coming in here after Thursday of next week, and looking at another little frontal boundary to bring the temperatures back down to about what they are now. So it's going to cool off nicely the next few days, and then climb that ladder back on up to spring-like temperatures again. We thank the good Lord for the rain we got. We need more, so pray for the rain, pray for our nation, pray for Donald J. Trump, that the decisions he made will be in accordance with what the good Lord wants this country to have and have this country to see. We love y'all. Appreciate y'all tuning us in every Thursday night. Queasel, go ahead.
Thank you, Charlie. I agree with you everything you said, buddy. I agree with you 100%. Let's pray that the good Lord set a path for President Trump to follow and for his cabinet to follow, and he'll mark that path and he'll give them the wisdom that they need, the wisdom to know the right thing to do and the courage to do it, and he just walks with them all every step of the way. We glad y'all let us in tonight, man. Y'all don't know how much we enjoy y'all letting us in, but we just enjoy getting together because we sit down once a week, like Floyd tell y'all, and it the same conversation that you heard tonight would hear it if we was at somebody's house or at a restaurant sitting
Hmm.
down to eat. What we talked about tonight, that's exactly because it was just as unrehearsed as it was if we'd met up on the street somewhere, all four of us, and sat down. Yes,
Let me
sir.
make a point here, Queasel. I don't want to interrupt, but you just made a valid point. By letting them in and be a part of our little get together, we would have never known that Carl Cressman rode a horse into the bonfire club down in Gordon, Alabama, and nobody else in the world would have known that. Now go ahead.
That's right. Well, and I was leading up to that. That's what I was headed that direction. Y'all let us in tonight. We shared some things with y'all. Y'all shared some stuff with us. And tonight we learned who a true great American was. I mean, anybody that'll get on the horse and ride it into the bonfire club, that is a great American. And
Good
so
one.
I salute him. And thank y'all for letting us come in. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. And hey, uh, just be thankful for life. Be thankful every day what you got. Life's short. Life will throw you a curveball. Be thankful for life. And when you see somebody that's a veteran, where they're past or present, you see a law enforcement officer, a deputy, a police officer, a state trooper, somebody with the state investigative agencies. You see an EMT, a paramedic, you see an old firefighter. Tell them thank you. Tell them you appreciate them being willing to put their life on the line for you. It means more than you ever think it will. Thank y'all. We love you. Floyd.
Yes. Thank you, Queasel. Get back to the point here. Exercise your Second Amendment rights at all times. Be prepared for whatever comes your way. You and your family's depending on you to protect them, and you exercise your Second Amendment rights. You still have those rights. Thankfully, we still have those rights.
Hmm.
All right, be vigilant of your surroundings. Don't put them earbuds in your ears and be walking around the mall or be walking out to your car. Take them things out of your ear. Put that cell phone in your billfold, in your pocketbook, in your pocket. Put it somewhere. Get it out of the way, and you be vigilant of your surroundings. But the most dangerous thing, especially that a young woman or whatever young child anybody can do, is to walk around with earbuds in your ears. Do not do that. Take them things out. Put them out. Take them out. Then when you get to your home or wherever you going, and in the privacy of your own place where you want, or if you want to be out there by your fishing pond or somewhere, put them in. But the best thing you can do is leave them off at all times because you are a sitting duck. Because somebody sees you with those things, and you some young woman, and you jogging along or somewhere, you walking here and walking there, and you got them earbuds in your ear. You have no idea what's going on around you.
That's
You know,
right.
you have no idea what's lurking in the bushes, and it's danger. Beware of your surroundings. Be vigilant of your surroundings and surround yourself with like minded people. Don't do anything by yourself, especially if you are a young woman, a girl, a young woman. Don't do nothing by yourself. If you want to go jog, you get you about three or four to jog with you and make sure there's about two or three of them big old healthy boys to go with you because danger is lurking around every corner and in every bush. I'm just trying to tell you, I ain't preaching to you. I'm just trying to save your life. That's all I'm trying to do. And tonight, when you lay down and go to sleep in your bed, you stretch out and everything good and cool and you comfortable and you done got fixed. And you start thanking God for what He's done for you today, and you'll go to sleep and you'll still be thanking Him. We'll see y'all next week, maybe.
Guys, we love y'all. We appreciate you. appreciate Sawega Meat Company, Shingler Law, Ziggy Beans, Seafood Market, The Holstered Nine, and Phillips Auto Parts, TK's Bar and Grill, Southern Hissy Fit, Berry Hill Auctioneers, and our friends at Kelly Crop Insurance. Thank you. We appreciate you every week being right here with us. Sunday's coming. It's the whole time of the year that we need to be thankful every single day of our life. And I want to encourage you, go worship the Lord this weekend. Give him his due. Scripture comes from the book of Psalms tonight. Come, let us sing for joy to the Lord. Let us shout aloud to the rock of our salvation. Thank you, Lord, for being our salvation. Guys, we love y'all. We appreciate you joining us, coming into our homes and inviting us into your homes. And we appreciate you being a part of our lives each and every week. We love all of you. Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. We'll be back for more Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. But until that time, no matter what you do, no matter where you go, no matter who you're with, always be particular.
Be particular.
You right.
See ya.